Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Sustainable Advantages Climate Innovators Series. I am here with Sajith Kumar from Chargerzilla. Sajith, would you mind sort of introducing yourself, like your role and your background before you started doing Chargerzilla?
Sure. Thank you, Dustin. Great to have a chat with you. My name is Sajith Kumar. I'm the founder and CEO of Chargerzilla. We are a fast-growing startup in the EV charging industry. Previously, I was the project manager. I have 25 years of experience in managing multiple projects with more than $1 billion value at the different at the private sector, as well as recently I was I was a senior advisor and also project manager drafting EV policies for the current administration. Plus, I do have background being an entrepreneur before I started a consulting company managing federal contracts.
Cool. Yeah. So that's like you've kind of straddled the line between public and private, and entrepreneur and big company, and like kind of being in the government. So you've seen it all in your project management career.
That's correct. Mostly in the tech sector and management. Focused on as a consultant.
Nice. So, if I can ask, Chargerzilla, EV charging. I think I saw it's called the Airbnb for charging, essentially. Can you tell me a little bit about what prompted you to start with Chargerzilla? What kind of made you want to get going with it?
As everybody know, the EV charging EV industry is growing at 23% cumulative CAGR cumulative growth rate, and especially I am being an EV owner, I'm passionate about electric vehicle sustainability. I was driving from New York to Washington DC, and I was looking for a charging station, and there was some kind of range anxiety kicks inside me. And so that is a time that I was passing through a neighborhood where I saw a homeowner who has an EV, and he is charging it, and happens to be the brand of the EV I am driving. So I was about to ask him, hey, can I charge my car in your driveway, because you are the same brand of the vehicle. So that kickstarted that concept, and we've been pondering over until I reached Washington DC. And then was working on that, and then I was working with definitely in the EV policy sector, and this was thinking that, hey, I think it should start an EV charger of the community, by the community, for the community kind of feeling that way should we rely only on the public charging stations providers. This is the basic, and then started working on that, and we approached some companies who was providing their data to us, and then we started with the platform step by step.
So Chargerzilla is for the people, of the people, by the people, kind of an idea.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's correct. EV charging
good.
community for the EV charging community, by the community, for the community. Yes, that's right. Because we are empowering the homeowners, property owners, commercial property owners to share their charger through a platform. We are providing a facility, and plus they can generate a passive income through a platform, which is incentivizes more property owners come forward, install a charger. They don't need an electric vehicle. And many people ask me, and many homeowners ask me, hey, whether I don't have an EV, or how can I put a charger? When you don't need an EV, you have a refrigerator, and electricity is everywhere. Call an electrician, put a charging station, and rent it out through our platform, and you can generate income. So it's good about it. We are we are democratizing the EV charging industry, basically.
Okay. Yeah. And so you basically, in Chargerzilla, you're not owning the chargers necessarily. You're kind of building this layer on top, and I guess is the goal to build like this aggregation effect, like this network where people think, hey, let me check Chargerzilla. I need to charge somewhere, and I'm not like right next to my usual charging stations. Is that your kind of the goal?
Yes, you nailed it, Dustin. Excellent. Exactly, this is what we come as an added protection for the EV owners out there on the road and who is desperately looking for a charging station. So when there is public charging station, and as per the Bloomberg report, around 20% of the public charging station does not work, and you may see that is online, and you go there, you see that it doesn't work. So these are the many problems that you might have seen across, since as you are a very industry watcher, you know about that. So that's where we are utilizing the underutilized EV charging stations and various potential charging stations in the areas where there is a need of charging stations, bringing them and providing them a platform. This will really help more charging stations and less range anxiety. It will help boost EV adoption. Definitely, it will lead to decarbonization. That's our main goal.
Yeah, so thinking about, just kind of thinking about the people with the cars who need to charge. You know, they're thinking about, where am I going to look for a charger? So I'd come to Chargerzilla. But what about, you know, you mentioned a charger owner doesn't have to be an EV driver. It could be somebody with a house who just has access to electricity, or, you know, it could be maybe a small business or something that wants to put themselves out there, I guess. So what would be the incentive for me as the charger owner to go with Chargerzilla versus like posting my location on Google Maps and being like, hey, I've got a charger? Do you guys worry about Google Maps kind of capturing that away from you? Or I know it's 2022, so maybe you're not that worried about competitors yet or big guys, but what's kind of your take on that?
So we are, you know, we can say that we are democratizing the EV charging market. A property owner, a homeowner can call an electrician, install a charger, and set their own pricing and time of availability, and you know, share their listed charger in our platform. And this is increasing the number of charging stations. And yes, the homeowner doesn't need to own an EV. We have farm owners, wineries who put a charging station, and it will really help them capture more business. It has been boosting the business opportunities. People driving on the highways, and they're finding this farm where there is a charging station. They are going there. They're leaving the car. The car is charging. When their car is charging, they don't need to stick inside the car, sit inside the car, because they can just walk around and buy farm produce, tomatoes, or if it's the winery, have a wine, and or a co-charging space the host is providing. You can sit there and use your computer and do some work, and the car is charging. So this is much beneficial than a public charger, higher value than a public charger. Then you need to sit inside the car itself when the car is charging. But here and many homeowners are providing Wi-Fi, water, and there somebody is offering Netflix, so the car is charging. So these are the added benefits people are getting. Definitely, you're mentioning about the Google, and when homeowner is putting the charger in the map in our charging station, and where people can find and search and book the charging station, it comes with a lot of privacy, and they can never see the exact address. They can see the area unless the host accept the reservation request from the guest, and then he can see his reviews and his profile, and then when he's comfortable, only he need to accept it. Once he accepts it, only the guest can see the address, and then he can come and charge the vehicle. So it's not the address is always masked, and no public cannot see. And you were mentioning about the Google. Google cannot provide Google can put some public charging station in the map, but it's not a fully comprehensive set. That we are doing that too. In our platform, we are one-stop shop for charging stations from all EV charging companies, public chargers, fast chargers, Tesla superchargers, Tesla destination chargers, plus private chargers that is located at homes and properties that can be reserved at any time you want. And that is when the host is accepting the booking, it means that it is reliable and it's working. Not like a public charging station, you drive 20 miles and you see that it doesn't work and you lose the existing range in the battery. So these problems can be avoided. If you are searching in Google, yes, these are the things happening. But in our platform now, we have much better protection because homeowner is accepting the booking like that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it's like, at least for now, it's sufficiently different, and then we get the we get the private homeowners. It's really that Airbnb concept, right? So
Exactly.
when I go
Correct.
to Airbnb, I don't see the address. I see an approximate location, and then yeah.
And you
So
can see the
that's
reviews of people and how money charge. Some people say, hey, the host was so hospitable. He gave me a glass of water. I was able to use his internet. Those good things, always people put that too.
yeah. No, that makes sense. And I think that probably helps get more people on board. I've actually, I've had this challenge where I've been on a car trip in a rural area, actually driving from Raleigh to Charlotte here in North Carolina, and I was in that scenario that you were talking about. Like, I probably have enough range, but I'd really like to stop for 30 minutes and get a little bit more juice to make sure I get there. And so if I was, if I was aware, because I did this trip in the fall, if I was aware there was something like Chargerzilla, I probably would have tried it. So how do you think about making people aware of Chargerzilla? Are you guys just trying to figure out word of mouth, or is this, do you have some like concept of like how you're trying to get in with partnerships with some of these other charging networks, or what's your thought there?
A good question. How we spread the word, and we are, EV charger of the community, by the community, for the community. So they themselves are, so word of mouth has helped us. And before we launch our first version of our technology mobile platform, we have done extensive market research and market survey from the EV owners. So this is the entire thing is developed by EV owners and for the community, EV community. And not only that, this has helped in the EV associations in every state, Maryland to entire Northeast, and even the Midwest. They are sharing, they are mentioning about Chargerzilla. So the EV owners in their community, they are all downloading and utilizing our search desktop version as well as the mobile app. Yep. They're doing that. So we are growing by word of mouth, and as well as we do some events for the communities, which is also bring a lot of people to our platform. And we are working with the US government, installing EV charging stations in under-reserved areas. It's called the Justice 40 area, where it is commercially not feasible for a public charger provider, EV charging providing community install and make a profit out of it, because there's not much, the EV owners, but there are few EV owners, but that is a place where we are putting an EV charging station by the homeowners, and we are sharing that in platform. We are going to do that with in association with the Department of Energy and Department of Transportation joint office.
Yeah, so that's right back to your background of kind of straddling the public and private sectors, right? You're going to do a little collaboration. Yeah, that's nice. So kind of a different kind of question for you. There's this NACS standard, like the Tesla charging standard, and a lot of these other car makers are starting to pick this up now. I think just Ford just came out with their adapter, and everybody was super excited about that. How do you view that kind of standardization on a charger, or I guess a charging standard that is Tesla very much has a lot of charging stations around? Do you see that as like a positive because there's less variables for people to think about? Hey, I just need a place to charge, or what's your thought there?
This is a very good step by the government. Actually, the Society of Automotive Engineers recommended the government for the NACS adoption for a reason, because there are multiple different standards are there. So going by NACS, bringing standardization, that will really help, in the maintaining and reliability of charging stations. Not only that, it is easy for the EV owner out there. So we also believe, Chargerzilla also believe in customer first. We are always, whatever we developing in our features, everything is based on the customer first, customer focused, and what customer need, and customer we should be successful. That's always our policies. So NACS is towards that direction, and it will really help because the standardization, it can reduce the cost, it can more mass production. Not only that, the same standards can apply many locations all over the US. It can bring more EV, manufacturers, automotive, electric vehicle manufacturers is good for them because they need to use only one standard instead of multiple plugs, multiple standards. So one standard really help boost EV adoption, basically. So this is the right step.
Yeah,
The
so
right
this is
direction.
kind of like the rising tide lifts all the boats kind of thought is what you have on that.
Few of the challenges, that's
Yeah.
that's right. In a few of the challenges, this is all one of the challenges.
Right.
Standardization can help. Yeah, this is really a welcome step.
Cool. So maybe something, you alluded to a Department of Energy and like this Justice 40 partnership. Is there anything else coming for Chargerzilla that you can speak to? Like any partnerships that you guys have coming up? Anything super exciting that you want to talk about, or talk more about the Department of Energy thing? That seems pretty cool, also.
Yes. This is that is the government association with the government. We are installing charging stations under reserved areas. Yes, that is one component of our macro strategy model plan. As we are a startup, we are growing startup. We are still capturing more market share and more. We are growing inside. We are sharing our brand as a hey, we are there to help solve most of your range anxiety and other problems. So we are in the expansion and innovation based on that. We are tying up with the highways and meaning fast chargers in the highways and also as urban areas, and as well as destination chargers for places like hotels, shopping centers, and workplaces. And we also have partnership with the businesses and governments. The program is running on. So I told about government. That's one of them, and there are more programs are running at the state and local and county level. That is also we are going, and we are also integration with the renewable energy. That is to reduce the environmental impact of charging EVs. Chargerzilla is partnering with the renewable energy providers like solar, example, wind, to ensure that charging stations are powered by clean energy sources. So that is off-grid charging and entirely environment sustainability based on sustainability. So this could involve installing solar panels, purchasing renewable energy credits to offset any electricity consumption, and also smart charging solutions to reduce the people can utilize our app to charge their car on an off-peak time, so that it is less load on the grid and as well as less cost to charge an EV at their home. So we have integrating that feature in our mobile apps. And also there is more mobility services partnership with the interconnected transportation ecosystem. We are having partnership with the ride sharing companies, car manufacturers, mobility service providers to offer integrated charging solutions for EV fleets and shared vehicles. They're like Uber and Lyft. They're like Uber and Lyft drivers are driving all day, and when they go to a public charging station, it is already taken, so they need to go for another place. So using our app, they can reserve a charging station and go at 1 o'clock. So for example, if they have reserved at 1 o'clock, they go there, leave the car is charging. He can go for lunch and take a break and come back. The car is charged, and he can schedule his time using our mobile app. And plus, we are, with the community engagement, public awareness. We are, collaborating with the Clean Cities Council of Greater Washington, Clean Cities Council of Maryland, and as well as from San Diego, nationwide, with advocacy group, educational institutions to raise awareness and benefits of EVs and importance of the charging infrastructure. We are all working on that, building the partnership with all those. So one of the component is the federal agency. We are tying up with installing EV charging stations. But in addition to that, we are working with the private sector, government, and all levels to increase the number of EV chargers in the industry.
So you guys are a very good place for someone looking to work in like partnership and business development. You got a lot of stuff coming. Sounds like.
Yes, you have an entire vision and roadmap we have developed already, and to get to this world. Yeah, it's still never enough. There are still missing things, and we like to fill the gap and move forward. Definitely, whatever we are making the EV owner out there on the road to be successful. Reduce the range anxiety and get a charger next door.
So what is the what's the thing that's blocking you guys up in the next year or so? Is it time? Is it bodies? What's the hurdle that you wish would just go away so you could make it go even faster?
we take it as everything as a challenge. So when whatever EV charging industry and the EV ecosystem is experiencing any challenges, that will be the same for Chargerzilla. We are here to help. So if the with the solution, so we can provide more solutions. So typically, if you mention about a blockade, there is not much because the market is a fast growing industry, EV charging, and more people are adopting EVs, and not only the governments and federal, state, and even local are so proactive on in drafting policies for the EV charging sector. So there is not much blockade, but at the same time, we need to have more charging stations. When there is 30 million 30 million vehicles on the road, we need 12 million to 13 million EV charging stations. So that is a huge challenge that should be tackled. That we need more charging stations, definitely, yes, for
Yeah.
the
So
EV for faster EV adoption. That is the major blockade. I can see that the market has to grow. So Chargerzilla is coming with that concept of people can share their chargers, underutilized charging stations at properties, commercial properties, and where they are incentivized. So this will increase the number of charging stations. So we are helping in the industry to solve one of the problems. Yeah.
nice. Yeah, I think that's it's nice to just have the problem of we just need to run fast, right? I think that's
Correct.
that's
Yes.
the that's the that you can do, hopefully. Well, Sajith, this was fun, and I appreciate you taking the time. And yeah, good luck with Chargerzilla, and we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Thank you. That's nice talking to you, Dustin. And thank you again. For this.